On today's special in-person episode, Dan and Manny invite Dave Kucich back to the podcast to put the cutting edge to the ultimate test. Topic.
What it do?
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
If everyone has no idea, it literally just took about
Well, nobody has any idea.
Yeah.
If they have
You guys
2.5 hours to get the microphones to work, and then we're down a mic. So
Down a mic.
Dave and I are going to be sharing
Dave
a mic.
blew up my mic
Yeah, bro.
and now wants it.
People,
'Cause
welcome.
He's
My
a
God, it's
computer
broken.
guy
Let me
and
take
he
it.
could fix it.
Welcome to another episode of the Nostalgia Test podcast. Everybody, I guess, is watching this now on YouTube. The one of what? We got 3 up there out of 102 episodes now, 103.
We don't have part 2 or 3 up there yet.
The other special in-person ones? Oh, there's
Yeah.
some sound issues.
Yeah.
But welcome. This is a special episode, and for the past 2 days, we have put a vote up to whether we were going to do The Cutting Edge or Back to the Future
What is
2.
this
Shit.
bullshit? God damn
I
it.
drink.
And
bro.
it
Thirsty
came
guy.
down
Comes here,
to one
blows
vote.
up my Yeti.
And the
What
cutting,
Yeti?
all right, and the
Sorry.
Manny's in the mood, and and the Cutting Edge won by a single vote. We just watched the Cutting Edge, and here we are, Nostalgia Test podcast. Manny,
That's a long ass intro. Listen, I think we're a little delusional right now. So yes, Cutting Edge. I think we all wanted the Cutting Edge.
I did.
It was Back to the Future 2 and the Cutting Edge, and I had just watched Back to the Future just for the hell of it. I got into like a Back to the Future marathon, so I was like, I might as well watch all 3. I liked it, and I thought it would have been great to do. But for some reason, the other day, someone was like, "Do you remember Cutting Edge?" I was like, "Yeah, Topic, right?" And I was like, "This would be good to kind of see if it was good," because the guy Mark, who was a partner of Lithology Brewing Company a while ago, one of the originals,
He's
Chambers
a nice
Pub,
guy. Nice guy.
he was like, "It still holds up." So I was like, "I hope it wins." So what did it win by? Like
one single vote.
one vote.
Yeah, one vote. It
All right.
was about 24 votes to 25 votes.
Damn. All right. Well,
I'm-
listen, Cutting Edge. Listen, this was cutting edge filmmaking. I can tell you that. Wow.
Amazing. I mean, let's just
Let's do some facts before we go further.
According to Wikipedia, The Cutting Edge is a 1992 American sports romantic comedy film directed by Paul Michael Glasser, written by Tony Gilroy. The plot is about a wealthy, spoiled figure skater played by Moira Kelly, who's paired with an injury-sidelined ice hockey player played by D.B. Sweeney for the Olympic figure skating. Competing at the 1992 Winter Olympics in Alberta, France, they have a climactic face-off against a Soviet pair, and it spawned a film series, including a number of sequels.
What?
Yeah, the film was primarily shot in Toronto
stop.
and Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and the film has come to be known as a cult classic. It was made $25.1 million, and then it doesn't really tell me how much it cost to make, but I mean,
$5
million. I mean,
$5.
$5.
Yeah.
Oh, well, bam, $5.
Bam. $5. Yeah, wow. What can I say about this movie?
Dude, the guy that wrote this also wrote like the Bourne trilogy.
Listen, there was more than one. I had no idea that there was this turned into a thing, like a franchise.
Apparently, the film was followed by several sequels. The Cutting Edge going for the gold in 2006, The Cutting Edge Chasing the Dream 2008, and The Cutting Edge Fire and Ice 2010, each with a mostly different
2010?
cast. The first sequel, which involves the couple's daughter, moves the timing of The Cutting Edge from 1992 back to 1984 so that their daughter could be 21 at the time of the sequel. That's weird. What?
Wait, what?
What?
That doesn't make
There's
sense.
a prequel?
So the first sequel, which involves the couple's daughter,
Oh, okay.
moves the timing of The Cutting Edge from 1992 back to 1984.
So they basically just rewrote the first movie in the second movie, saying that it was actually the Olympics of 1984 that they might have won, not 92, so that the daughter in the second one could be known as B-21.
So they basically said, 1992 never happened. It was 1984.
So they Men in Blacked us.
They Rockied us.
They just Back
Sure.
to the Future us.
We watched Back to the Future.
That's what we just did.
That's what we did. Back to the Future 2. That's what we watched. Because Biff went back, said the Olympics were actually in the 80s. So let's go there. You know what it is? What you could say that is that they actually performed together in the 4 years prior to the 92 Olympics when they crashed into each other.
Yes.
During the beginning scene, and they both have concussions, and they were actually partners, but they had this fever dream that they knew each other in 92.
Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch.
It actually takes place in 2030.
Here's the pitch. The two are walking down the hall in the first one in 1992. They hit each other, and they create a tear in the interdimensional time vortex, and they're blown right back to 1984, which is why their Russian coach comes from Rocky IV, which he really doesn't, but yeah.
Also, the American anthem thing, so that might have actually blown them when she didn't stand for the American anthem. Right then.
Oh, yeah. And first of all, the crazy thing about that comment, when he's like, where I'm from, we stand for the anthem. I'm like, you just knocked her down.
You just clotheslined her.
And you didn't even offer to pick her up. Yeah, you didn't even say, like, sorry, hey, let me pick you up, my bad. Like, are you not a gentleman where you're from? Like, if you're going to stand for the flag? Well, whatever. That was a weird comment, but it was, the beginning was crazy. It was just all over the place. The whole movie was a little
right in
nuts.
the beginning?
Yeah.
The skates?
The ice skates. It reminded me of Mighty Ducks. There was a lot of Mighty Ducks theme. There was Rocky IV was here. I don't know how to react to this movie.
Well, when was the last time you saw this movie?
Year and a half ago.
Mine was 1993.
You saw this a year and a half ago?
Sure. Yeah.
What were you doing watching this? Like, was it just on TV or?
I think I was just watching. So, right after Thanksgiving, I watched really bad Christmas movies and winter movies. I guess this is. I don't want to call it a Christmas movie, even though I guess you could call it a Christmas movie because she does give him a gift.
That was the weirdest scene ever. She just gets out of a shower, standing there contemplating out of window, combing her hair naked, and then he comes barging into the bathroom like a weirdo.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not a
That
bathroom.
wasn't that post New Year's Eve when he was kissing all those girls? I think
No,
that was post.
no,
that
it
was
wasn't.
after.
No, that was
before.
before.
Oh, okay.
She was.
Yeah.
He was going. I don't know what it was. Yeah, no,
Was
it
he
was
going
before.
home?
No, he wasn't going home yet. Maybe he came back.
There's a lot that happened in this movie.
There's first of all, time doesn't exist in this movie. We did watch Back to the Future because we don't know how long he was trapped and away from his family, and he says he was merchant Marines.
7 months he was gone. I found out in the
Flanagan.
7 months. Yeah.
Flanagan was in the Merchant Marines.
And if anyone doesn't know who Flanagan is, that's Brian Flanagan from Cocktail. And if you don't know what Cocktail is, go back and listen to episode 100 and episode 1, where we do a deep dive into that ridiculous movie.
So,
well, shout out to Grandpa Kucich. He was also in the Italian Merchant Marines.
all right,
He was probably like 5 years old.
Yeah.
All right, so the best part, this movie, I'm gonna go like all over the place right here. It opens up with him, late to his Olympic debut as a hockey player. Right away, we see that he's a playboy. He's with a German lady. We don't know if she's an athlete, but
She has to be. She's
right.
It's
And
like,
she and he goes, "You're supposed to wake me up at 9." And she's like, 9? You said 9 alarm. Like,
No
9 is in no alarm. So you got a little joke right there. The comedy in this rom-com. In the rom-com. Okay. There were the puffy jackets in this. There couldn't have been more puffy jackets.
The fashion was up.
Those were in, bro.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they weren't wearing like a 3-tone starter jacket.
Yes. It was
You know what I mean?
right away the scenes are going back and forth, cutting back and forth with her. Do you think she remembers crashing into him? She doesn't.
They never brought it up.
They never brought it up. But like right there, you're star-crossed lovers, right? We're watching Romeo and Juliet. We're watching people that were destined to kiss each other at the end of this movie.
We're watching West Side Story. I mean,
Sure.
It's like, or like, you know, not even like, it's like a person from the Bronx. This is like a fish out of water. This is like, you know, wrong side of the tracks. This is all those types of things, right?
Yeah. And he gets her like any other hockey movie that you've seen, like where the guy either becomes a coach or does something else. He gets checked into the boards, like Gordon Bombay. And he's also from Minnesota, because you only play hockey in Minnesota. There's no other state in the United States that you, in the 90s, that you could be from if you played hockey. If you liked hockey.
Ice hockey, you could play in New York.
No, in the 90s.
Oh, in the 90s, yeah.
Movies only said you were from Minnesota. Mm-hmm. And you wore the Minnesota North Stars at the time before they became the Anaheim Ducks later on. You know, they moved, right? The whole story is that the Minnesota North Stars moved to another town, and they didn't last as a franchise there, and they turned, and then the Anaheim Ducks were formed.
Oh, I thought like the Anaheim Ducks were just like
I could be making this
expansion team.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
thinking.
could be making this all up.
It's not like the Raiders.
But we could look that up. But I do know the North Stars moved. But there was, during the 90s, there was a huge, they must have been big or just popular enough to be in the movies. Because
hockey or
they were, the North Stars were pretty, you know, popular.
I think you're talking about hockey in general.
No, I'm just talking about any hockey movie. North Stars are pretty.
That's a nostalgia test tangent right there. What happened to this? Like,
I just realized that we weren't talking about hockey.
Gordon Bombay played for the North Stars.
Yeah,
or wanted to, or like they went and they had like a skate with them.
And he got super injured, just like this guy. But this guy gets like double checked. I mean, DB Sweeney.
That was tough,
dude. He gets rockied.
Well, yeah,
in this movie.
He gets Rocky 2.
Yeah.
Well, he gets Rocky 1, and then in Rocky 2, he's basically blind.
It's a comeback story.
Yeah.
You know they don't bring that up.
Never again.
They're like, oh, you lost this peripheral vision.
Yeah.
They don't even bring that up.
18 degrees.
Yeah, they don't even bring that up. How do you fix that during figure skating?
Well, because
you still have to do twists.
Well, the doctor said this. I remember the doctor going like, it doesn't really matter in regular life, but as a hockey player, you'll never play hockey. So he's just like, who gives a shit?
So they're already putting down figure skating and putting hockey.
Oh, this is all about putting figure skating down.
Yeah, but no, not really. This movie was to like talk about figure skating. Like, why was this so why was this even a movie about figure skating? Was it that popular in the 90s? I guess it was.
I mean, I think it made.
I think
it's a cult classic. I think it's a cult classic movie.
What?
I like figure skating. It's pretty dope.
You like think about it when the Olympics come up?
No, I just like it.
Okay.
I think it's pretty cool. It's like I said before, the ballet of ice. Like I like
I'm
ballet.
not saying it isn't popular, but I do remember during that time. That was like the Tonya Harding time. Like,
yeah. And you notice
that's the only sport you thought about.
Like, they were playing the Russians.
Yeah.
And that was like right at the fall of USSR.
Yes.
It was right at that time. They filmed it in 1991. Came out in 1992. USSR fell right in between there. I feel like
this was a bootleg Rocky IV.
First of all, this movie had like more montages than Rocky IV.
6 of them.
Let's get back to that first person in the beginning of the movie. That right now, if it came out, canceled, bro. This dude was like, "I want to see your ass in the air, now get out there." I'm like, "What?"
The coach, that was her coach.
Dude, that was her coach for like 18 years.
And then everybody's taking pictures. I'm like, "What?"
She talked about him coming in, like being her coach since she was 9 years old.
9?
I don't know, 9. No
9
years
my
old.
Coach.
No years old.
Unbelievable.
That was crazy.
But Moira Kelly had some great lines.
Dude.
I got laundry that can skate better than you.
Hold on. Great lines. She was the only good actor in this movie.
Killed it.
Killed every scene she was in.
Moira Kelly?
Helped everyone else that was in this movie be a good actor. Even I would argue that the second best actor was her fiance.
What?
The worst.
Who was the other actor that was good?
The coach.
The Russian guy?
Yeah.
What about the guy with the little mustache?
Oh,
he was hanging out checks, bro.
His father.
What did he do for a living?
Crime.
Rich?
Probably crime.
Crime.
I would go with crime.
Well, he obviously didn't care about his daughter. He was like, you need to win the gold medal because your mom died not winning it.
And
So-
they never did they ever
address that.
Yeah.
They never talk about what happened to her mom. They never talk about like was it an accident? They never talk about whether it was like a tragedy. There's like yeah, she's dead.
But she would never do singles. Why?
That never came up again. See, this is why this
Maybe it's a
movie-
different ball game. I don't know. Like I'm not in the world of skating. Maybe
Dude,
that's a
she
whole
was
other
good. I have to think that she didn't.
You think
do
she could do a
singles
triple
because
Lutz?
her mom died doing something with singles.
Triple Lutz into a double Lutz.
all I think.
Oh, her mom did. Okay, so she was keeping
So
it
she
in the
didn't
family.
wanna. She
Not keeping
didn't
it in the
wanna.
family.
She didn't want to mess with her mom's legacy, so she became a doubles figure skating. Because why? Why? If you were that good, apparently she was a phenom, and that she was like everybody loved her in the sport, but yet she didn't do singles.
This is what I think. Here, I think this is the explanation.
They never bring it up.
It's
Either.
the '90s. No one like wrote. They didn't care.
They didn't care. They were like, we
This
need
is
to
like-
make two people kiss at the end
They
of this.
didn't need much of a plot for this.
No. So basically,
No.
this is what it was. These two crashing each other in the beginning. We need them to end kissing each other. All right. What do we do in the middle?
Misogynistic stuff. I don't know, canceled stuff. Some skating montages. The end.
Literally, and that's it. We won't.
I mean, you went
address
through
anything.
everything, but they went through like all the different arguments you could ever have as a person. Like they had the fiance figuring out that she's in love with
He was the worst.
him
Yeah,
and
his
was
English
like,
accent went.
you're in love
came and
with
went.
him. The dad and her finally realizing that like he pressured her too much.
Yes,
The 5 fights they had together.
amazing.
She didn't really fight with the new coach though.
No, because
I
he
feel
didn't
like-
give a shit.
I think
But I
she
feel
had some
like
words with him.
But he was a little close for someone he's only known for like, well, no, it might have been a couple years
It
because
was a couple of years. Remember,
she
it was 2
left.
years between when he got checked into the boards.
Yes.
And then we see him in
2
like
years later.
So it's
Minnesota,
4 years they've been together.
And then we see him hanging from
Those are-
from like a 3x8 or whatever.
What was
it
that?
was.
Bro, like, do they have any safety standards there? Like, where was the
Safety?
foreman? He was hanging
Okay.
upside down, and he
No,
never finished.
foreman.
He never
This guy's
finished.
asking-
And he
Foreman.
kept missing the
You know where
nail.
that
It
was?
Bro,
like-
we also have like rules and safety rules.
No,
like
but first of all, that was his own. That,
That
was
was
the
his
back
own.
of his brother's bar.
that's still
There's no
very.
safety rules. No,
That's
that
not
was
safe
such
at
a
all.
stupid acting.
That
Like,
was- I don't know what the
ever
scene
like
was.
choice ever like. I was like, did they not have a ladder? Because no one would frame that way. Like you were
You don't
acting
think the
him,
best boy had a ladder?
but like no
Best boy
one
grip?
would. But was that supposed to be a joke? Like,
No,
oh, this
they
guy's
probably
such
got
an
a ladder, no.
idiot, so that's how he would frame. He would hold on to the other frame and hit the like.
Maybe
No.
they're trying to show he's manly and strong.
I think they're kind of trying to show how stupid he is. Like you're trying to, because you know how she called him a Neanderthal.
Oh, because he hasn't read a book.
Yeah,
ever.
because yeah.
And then she gives him a book, Great Expectations, and what happens? She reads it. He
Wasn't
reads
all he
like-
hoped for?
Yeah. Maybe this is also Great Expectations. I've
Oh,
never read the
maybe.
book.
Yeah, that's true. Topic. The biggest thing about this movie was Topic.
Topic.
Anytime you
Yeah.
bring up Cutting Edge,
Topic.
this made Topic a thing.
Yeah, Topic.
And Topic was a montage. There was a Topic.
Oh, dude, that Topic montage I actually wrote down like blurry cam. Like, I'm thinking like college, drunk, all this stuff, and like they're just like, "Ugh." I'm like, is this like an on drugs sort of thing that she's like, I don't know what's wrap my head around. But it was just a montage.
No.
Like it wasn't her like
I
getting
think it goes
fucked
back
up.
to what I said in the beginning. We're watching two people that were unconscious after crashing into each other, and they're in the hospital, and we're just watching their fever dream. So, that's why it's blurry. No, okay, let's get into this.
Maybe they didn't have
90s
good
lighting,
cameras.
92 lighting.
Oh god, there was no lighting.
It was terrible.
No, this was Point Break.
It was
lighting.
almost as bad as this podcast lighting.
No, this is not. I know.
No,
I
we
mean,
got
I'm
that
gonna
shit
say
right.
this. I think the lighting was like very fashionable for the '90s.
It was nice. I mean,
Smoky.
backlit. All
Yeah,
the, like,
but that's
as soon as
like
they
Point
opened
Break.
the doors, like, yes, you're right. You're right. It was bright. Everything was too bright.
I thought it was
Everything.
so not bright enough.
Oh, I thought things
When
were
they
too
were
bright.
skating,
When
dude,
they're in
they
their
had like
room?
3 lights in there. They were like incandescent, like
Yeah, well, you need to see.
3 lights, like 60 watts. in a giant ice skating rink with
that?
smoke everywhere. Like,
I thought that was sexy.
Well, yeah, but like you gotta have more lights than
rom-com.
that.
But like in the bedrooms, the cubes, come on,
the glass cubes. Those
the glass
amazing.
cubes.
Were they sconces?
No, it was like a wall, like you know those walls that have like, it's all glass.
Oh, she had
cubes.
that. She had that outside the ring too, but next to her like recliner, like the
Oh, yeah.
lazy boy.
Yeah. Dude, they freaking lit up this place with 90s lighting. 90s all the way.
Yo, the cinematographer for this,
Tell me he did Cocktail.
he's known for the movie Out of Sight.
Mm.
And then previously he's done, whoa, okay, hold on a second.
Wow, that's a lot.
Okay, so let's go all the way to the bottom of his IMDb.
Independence Day.
Yeah, but that was from 1976.
I didn't know there was another one.
Yeah, there's never he
There's
did
no
some Tales. He
originality.
did an episode of Tales from the Crypt in 1990. He's done a lot. Then The Cutting Edge, and then after that he did.
Listen, I'm not talking. There were
What
some
the
good
fuck?
shots.
Father
A lot
of
of
the
it
Bride
was
2.
90s. He followed what he knew. It was 90s all the way.
Known for Out of Sight. That
And
movie
they were
sucked.
ahead of their time too. Like okay, I'm gonna bring it up. The elephant in the room during. Oh, sorry.
He's
Dan,
directed
can you
photography
just-
for Twilight.
Can you just unlock your? I
Let's see
hope
what-
it
yeah.
didn't.
This podcast is.
If it didn't
disaster.
record.
Yo, bro.
Oh, we're here. I hope this is
I
the
need
one.
I need to bring this up because
Oh,
they were
go
like,
ahead,
okay,
Dan-
so
Dave's got notes.
He said where we're
probably not
from, we
hearing
stand
anything
in the
you're saying.
national anthem.
There you
Now,
go.
first of all, we stand during that. That was years ahead of its time, right?
Yes.
I mean, there was a basketball player, okay, but like where I'm from, like we stand. I'm like where I'm from, we have freedom of choice, freedom of speech and expression. Like I don't know, like this was like bringing it up back then.
Well, that's because that's just proving that there's always been
And it's the Olympics.
underlined situation, and we just brought it all out.
Right now
20
with
years,
social
10,
media
20,
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. But I'm just saying they were on it.
Yeah. Okay. New Year's. Let's talk about it.
So can I just say one thing? When again with the combing of the hair scene, which is really weird that she's just staring out a window combing her hair.
Do
And
we
then
find
he's-
out how old she is before
No.
we start commenting about her?
Well, she just
Well,
said
she
she was
went
18.
to college, but she didn't go to college. She had tutors.
She must have been 21.
I thought that was
That's
most
why
of her
they were
life.
trying to make the daughter 21.
Right.
Yes.
So she was She was sitting there doing the combing of the hair. He comes in to give her a gift for Christmas, but like she says something, and then he has one of the best lines. Yeah. So anyway, Merry Christmas, and then walks out.
And this is
That's
what
so
makes
it,
it a
yeah.
Christmas movie.
No, this is not a Christmas movie.
Okay, Die Hard. This is
Yeah.
what makes it a
Die
Christmas movie.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Listen,
Make me a
can
sandwich.
we talk about the New Year's thing?
He was making
So,
out like 10
yo,
girls. Like,
everyone
What the
was
fuck
making.
was
He
that?
makes people love kissing this guy on the lips, except the
he's
one who
not
loves
that
him.
good looking.
No,
But
I
maybe
was
his
like,
fame or
was
something.
Was he considered good looking back then?
Everybody
Yeah.
everybody in the 80s looks 40 years
Well,
older
this is
than they actually
1990.
Dude, I thought he was like 35 in this.
Oh, dude, he looked like he was like 45.
Yeah, they all look way too old, and I was like, why is everybody making out with this guy? And her too. She was making out with random people. They were kissing each other on the lips.
Well, it was New Year's.
Yeah. Let loose, Manny.
It wasn't like it was Easter.
Were we watching like
You don't do that on
Illuminati?
Easter?
Was it Illuminati going on? What's going on?
Well, they're
I
super
thought we were
rich.
about
There
to
was
go.
some super
Yeah,
rich.
I
Like,
thought we
I
were
don't know.
about to see some like key party shit happening.
Well, like he was freaked out when he walked in. He was looking around. He's like, "Why was everyone grabbing me and making out with me?"
Yeah,
But
I don't think he was
into it.
concerned.
But then that old lady made out with him, and he was like, "I don't know what's
Oh,
going
that
on."
was
even
cute. I thought that
when
was
he even
cute.
when he went back home, did his sister-in-law make out with him?
Yeah, that was weird. That was
Oh,
weird.
yeah. I remember seeing I was like,
Yeah.
No, there was some weird stuff going on. And
And
again,
how long was he away from his house?
I still don't know. Like I think it's at least a year.
And that scene was just to show that like they were like he couldn't tell them that he was part of figure skating because like his family would be like biased against it.
this movie's got to be about like America. You
Yeah.
know, like, because even when
But,
they
like,
almost
machismo.
kissed, New Year's Eve, There was sparklers in the back.
Oh, that's the best scene.
Like there was sparklers going on in the back. How more American? That's like 4th of July right there.
Oh, dude, that was a cool. Scene.
That was a cool. That scene.
The cinematographer was amazing.
That was
had
good.
Some good, even though the blurry thing was bothering me.
But how else are you gonna do that?
True, because they couldn't really. I know they learned how to skate for this movie, but they couldn't. You couldn't. You had to do close-ups everywhere.
Well, this is like Flashdance, right? Like when you had Jennifer Beals wasn't really dancing during Flashdance, so everything was backlit like that.
Yeah.
Or not on their faces, or like it was always like her arms or her legs or her torso or whatever, or like moving around, right, really quickly.
Yeah.
That was the same thing. Like it was basically like we don't have the budget to like make the skating look good with extras, and we only have 3 months to get these two actors to be able to skate.
Yeah.
Which they did a lot of skating.
They did.
But they're not going to do, like, jumps and stuff like that.
Triple Lutz.
Yeah. So just to let you know, in 1992, Moira Kelly was 24. So her character had to be around the same age or so.
Okay. So he goes back to his place.
He goes back to the worst place on earth.
He was supposed to be in the Merchant Marines.
And they're so happy to see him. And then they're like, we're family. And he says,
we're family.
What he's doing.
Yeah.
And, like, everyone reacts as if he has, like, cooties. Or AIDS.
You know? Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, you have to take... The cooties is good.
Cooties is good.
Yeah, cooties. I was like, they're, like, gay-shaming him, and he's not even gay. Like,
totally were.
Oh yeah,
totally.
I'm like, what is
like,
this?
He's like, are you gonna shave your legs now too?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, maybe he should. Yeah, I don't know.
Like a little, more speed.
Maybe it looks better too.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like on the ice,
who cares?
You got some of those tight pants on, like you don't want that chafing.
But like, look at the end, they were watching and they were having a good time.
Oh, of course they were, bro.
Yeah. So we got that little scene. There was another scene that happens. Oh,
D.B. Sweeney was 31 on the filming of this.
Of course he was. He looked 31.
Yeah.
D.B. Sweeney is a bootleg Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
But he was good.
He was okay. I'm telling you, acting was terrible. If she wasn't in it, the acting was terrible.
But if D.B. Sweeney wants to be on this podcast, we love you.
Yeah.
D.B. Sweeney and the brother,
I
thought I was watching a like
his brother
after school
yeah.
soap opera that we used to watch.
Dude,
like,
Alanis Morissette ain't writing a song about him. She ain't doing it. She's not doing it. About him?
No.
At 31?
No.
He's no Ryan Reynolds.
No.
He's not. Sorry.
Dude,
so he finally. So first of all, do we know how much the dad paid him?
That bar looked like it was
no, because there was letters. There was letters. There was letters where you put the number.
Built by a guy who doesn't know how to use a ladder.
That guy doesn't even know how to write a check.
This podcast,
dude, it was literally like, you put the fucking number here, and it was like,
it's
Dave.
cutting edge.
It's like Dave.
Like that's pretty much what it said.
Dude, he had to write that shit. No. We don't know how
Nothing ever came back in this movie. The check never came back.
Oh yeah,
the money she gave him never came back. The mom's death doesn't come back. You know what I mean?
And he also said double or nothing when he gave him the check. I was like,
what
does that even mean? You can't do that in a check. Like,
and then he doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know if they won.
Well, that's
he's definitely not making money off that bar. That's for sure.
Dude, that bar's flying.
No, they're all meth heads.
Yeah, well, what else is there to do out there besides hockey and meth?
Hockey.
And they're hanging out with the people from fucking Airborne.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Dude, I could have sworn that I saw a Greyhound bus, which I think Brian Flanagan was on.
You did.
There was no Peter Pan.
And that Greyhound bus dropped him off right in front of the bar.
Yes.
That shit doesn't happen.
No.
A Greyhound bus does not stop randomly. It has a station that it goes to.
He'd be doing a lot better if the Greyhound stopped there.
But he did.
Yeah, because then everyone would run away.
A lot better.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm out of here.
Dude, the bar was packed though when he went to go see.
That was his family.
Because what else are people doing?
No, they said we're all family, as in like they're acting as family.
Well, what else is anyone doing there?
That bar was
drinking.
Constantly in construction. They never finished the back of that bar.
Well, he was hanging from it, like.
I know.
And he was gone for 7 months and then 2 years, like.
I was waiting for Patrick Swayze to show up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That bar was that.
Yeah, that looked like a dangerous place.
It was bad.
Someone had a knife in there.
And then before he leaves, he's like, I'm Swayze.
What about the
and
scene?
Then leaves, I'm
the
like,
scene that was
Ghost.
a stupid scene was like, he's not the boy, he's the man. And he went to Boston to let his manhood out.
Yeah, end scene.
So end scene. Like, oh, where is he? I'm practicing and he gets to go whore. Like,
Yeah,
why was that even in the scene?
Slut shaming.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of things. This is a PG movie.
Yeah, well,
She
that's
said
what they had to keep that part
whoring,
out.
Then bullshit, shit, bitch.
She called him Ramjet.
Yeah, they called her a bitch multiple times.
Yes.
All she was competitive.
Her dad called her a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
I was like,
all she was competitive, and also being like, I was forced to do this since I was 9 years old.
Dude, her dad acted.
I had no life.
Her dad spoke of her like she was a project.
Well, they
Like,
had that.
it wasn't like
oh, she didn't
his
have a
daughter.
choice. She didn't have a choice.
Like anybody who spoke about her, it was like his like employee. Like he was just like, yeah, she's a bitch. Like
he owns her.
Yeah, it wasn't like he loved her or anything.
It was crazy that they had that empty glass case.
Yeah.
And
what
like
was that for?
For
to
her
show
gold
for
medals
her to
that
get
she
the gold
never
medal.
won.
Oh,
Yeah.
she should put her pins in there. She wears like 50 pins.
Dave
there.
loves the pins.
Dude, that's a horrible thing. Imagine like every day you get up and like in your dad's office, all these other trophies are there, and there's an empty case that he made.
Yeah.
And she has to stare at it and be like, I guess this is where his love is for me.
Yeah.
Like that's what he wants. It's like until we fill this,
And
go to your skating rink.
And it wasn't
Yeah,
like
like-
he was making money off of her. Because it seemed like he
Yeah,
did a
that
bunch
weak
of
ass
other
limo
things,
he pulled
right?
up.
Yeah, did
The weak ass.
That,
She's
weak,
not
that
on
limo
the-
was weak as
But they were always in the biggest houses. They were staying and eating, always like privately. So he obviously did other things, and this was just like, I need you to get this gold medal because your mom never did.
I don't know. I think maybe she did because those are were her trophies since
Okay.
she was 9 or whatever.
Yeah,
so
but
I
doesn't
do
mean
think
they were making
Those
money.
are
off
also
of
she
it.
could have
different
been
times.
endorsements and stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
people
Where
are eating
did she
movies.
live?
That's a good question. Where were they?
Because I wonder.
No, they were in Greenwich. Remember, he was driving.
Greenwich,
He was
They
driving
were in
Connecticut.
New York.
They were
Oh,
driving
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Wait, New York. What am I, an idiot?
And that's why he goes, would he go to New York? And he's like, no, he actually went to Boston. So like they were
You have the choice.
in between. Yeah.
I'd go to New York.
So all right,
personally.
so
Yeah,
we
there's
we
no
get
choice.
that
What-
he
what
gets
does he
good
go to
at
Boston
figure
for,
skating. He
1992?
figures out the toe pick. Right? He figures out the toe
I
pick.
hope so.
He's now that they try out for the first time, and of course the other couple is there, and it was her ex-partner who happens to also like men, and also in
Oh, he did?
the ex-partner was
Yeah.
checking out
Yeah.
what's his name,
Emilio Estevez?
DBC.
Okay. DBC. Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
I didn't
you
recognize
didn't
that.
see them both partners looked and like was checking him out,
I don't see that kind of stuff.
and he was like, well, he like winked at him.
It doesn't matter.
And then she goes,
But
"You'll get used to
he
it."
goes, you'll get used to it. Yeah. So like that right away, you're like, oh, something's gonna happen with the partner, the girl partner.
Oh well, yeah.
That's what I meant. And then what was I trying to get at? Oh no, and then I thought that something happened in the elevator
open.
already because it happened so quick.
Everything. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did he ride the elevator?
Who?
Did he ride that elevator?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Oh, well, I just remember when they were fighting and then he got in the
That must
elevator
have
in
been
his,
when you
in
went to
his
the
underwear.
bathroom.
It might have been. No, remember they got into a fight, he was wearing his underwear?
Yes, because
I don't know if he rode the
because
elevator or not.
That was another good shot, Dan, with the glasses when she was like. and he
Oh,
was-
'cause she
that
was
was
all hungover.
a crazy.
Yeah.
That was a shot that was in the Bourne Identity. Definitely.
Yeah.
Like he was like Jason Bourne was like looking around the corner like
Yeah,
as,
no,
like
it was-
someone was trying to shoot him. Instead, it was this hungover girl that was just like, "What the fuck is going on back there?"
It was a good
That
shot.
was a
Too
good
much
shot.
vodka
You know
the night
what?
before.
What?
Yeah.
She hit the mini
Why
bar,
I
think.
say that we don't even know if they won is because they barely made it into the Olympics. They only made it because the lederhosen got stuck from the other people.
The worst.
Right.
Thing
So
ever.
like
What's the lead in Ozen?
lederhosen.
It's a lederhosen.
Later.
I don't know.
Lederhosen.
Okay, I don't even know what that is.
It's German
It's
clothing.
the German clothing you wear at Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like the guy falls. This is another time you were somewhere else. So the guy falls. They get in. That by luck, and then now all of a sudden the Russian coach goes, "We're gonna try the hardest."
Yeah, I'm Leonardo da Vinci.
Most impossible move ever to try. Which you then see this being parodied in Blades of Glory with Will Ferrell.
Great movie.
Right? They basically make fun of this movie in that movie.
They were becoming a helicopter while they were doing that move. Like pretty much, like he was the rower.
Yeah.
She was like,
dude, he's not catching her.
First of all, the stunt doubles that had to do that, just the initial spinning.
Yeah.
That woman that had to do be the person and be like, yeah, if you miss by a half of an inch, my head is smashing
so close
into the ice.
Yeah, like nowadays they would just green screen this thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was no way that was happening.
Yeah.
No, they're not green screening in the 90s.
No. They'd be like, she could get a concussion.
Yeah, like blue screens back then.
The stunt double could do.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The blue screens. They didn't have green screens.
Oh, that's right.
So like, that was a crazy move, and there's just no way that it would be get done.
First of all, the coach is drawing in this notebook that looks like it came from 20 BC.
Yeah.
And he's just drawing something, and then he looks like it's ridiculous. I'm just what is he doing? And then he lays the pages out on the ice to kind of and it's 9 pages long.
Yeah.
If your
everything he hits, he destroys.
9-page long move.
9. I really think the Russian guy there was sent to kill American figure skaters.
But then just fell in love with this. Just was this is great here. Why am I leaving? The house is beautiful. I get fed 3 meals a day.
Yeah,
and I don't have to count. I'm not afraid of for my life. He got
sent over by the Russian Olympic team, and was you need to infiltrate the best hockey player they have and the best figure skater, get them to do the most impossible thing in the world and kill them both. And it didn't happen.
No, because he's this is
if it happened, there would never be a sequel.
Yeah, and he's
only a prequel.
I can't believe there was 3 or 4. You said
it seems like it was 3 or 4.
There hasn't been a second cocktail.
Oh, thank God.
No, there needs to be a second cocktail.
This one has 58% on Rotten Tomato.
It needs to be a second cocktail because. Well, let's not get
I
back
own
to
the record on Cocktail. I own the record, the LP. My dad used to play it when we were younger.
Dude, LP is great.
While we were watching, eating dinner and stuff.
This movie has some good music.
I don't know. It has a lot of music. Not necessarily good music. I think I even wrote in here horrible music.
It's horrible music, dude. It reminded me of Rocky IV, and then there's some music. It's terrible, dude.
Montage with the worst music ever.
Yeah.
No good music in here. Put some West Side Gun in here and we'll talk.
David starring with all his
the things I already wrote. I talked about.
Oh,
the recliner next to the rink.
That I loved it.
It's a great idea.
Loved it.
It's a great idea.
And then she has sparkling water waiting for her.
With
I prefer Stella.
Goblet, exactly.
First of all, I think everything that they did in this movie to create her life was so amazing.
Yes.
And she just she became that character so well.
Yes.
It was amazing.
It was very it was good the way they made her a rich snob, didn't really know how to react with other people because it kind of showed she was homeschooled, she didn't really have friends.
Yeah, she was isolated.
Yeah. So kind of that sucks a little bit. I would have liked to see what the relationship would be like after. They didn't win, guys. I don't think.
I think they won at the end.
I think they won.
I don't think it matters. They're in love.
That's the win.
Yeah.
That's everybody wins in this.
When he's we don't have to do it, and she's like, I'm in the mood to kick some ass, because when they were listening to the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when it should have been the Rocky theme song.
Yes.
Well, they did have flags at the end. At the last scene, it was a backwards flag.
Backwards
flag.
I'm
why is there a backwards flag?
Why
wouldn't they do the regular flag?
I think why they did that is because they probably had that shot some other time during the movie, and they needed to do another shot, so they re-inverted and said we have more shots. And it's no, you just use the same shot. And you just very like a lot of editors do that to like make it look like it's going the other way. And
well, this ends like Rocky 1.
Yes.
Where like in the background you're hearing that he lost the match. Yeah. But it doesn't matter because it's a love story between him and
that's Adrian. What we're waiting for, right?
Yeah.
We're finally waiting for the kiss.
Yeah, and that's what you get.
And then that's it.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
Because I think they got disqualified.
Most likely.
Is that move illegal?
I mean, that's what they said. They said it was
back
illegal.
Back then, they didn't even let them get through during the nationals because of like politics. The politics behind it all. Remember how he got pissed? He goes, "You call this a sport?" Because you're letting judges deal with it. I think the judges would have been like, "Great. It was an illegal move. We've never approved it. We can't judge.
When they just deduct them,
we can't judge this.
Like,
that's why I think
you
they
get
didn't
deducted
win.
like 3 points. I like seeing them hold.
I think they didn't win.
Can we just talk about what that move is? He spins her from her skates, basically.
Oh yeah. Well, he grabs her leg.
Yeah.
One leg.
Yeah.
And he's gravitrotting her.
Yeah, he's spinning and she's going up and down. Yeah. And then
grabs her second leg. Like she kicks her leg up.
Yeah.
With physics.
Yeah. I don't know how
that's how it works.
Do it.
And the Russian waited for the strongest. He needed a hockey player to do this.
Yeah.
Because remember in the beginning when he's like, hold her up.
Yes.
And she's like, put me down. And he was still holding her for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So apparently, all the other partners were just flaky men. Is what they're trying to say.
Okay. More gay shaming, more like...
No, just because they're totally... It has nothing to do with that.
I know that what I'm saying. I feel like...
Canceled.
They were trying...
Yeah, listen.
I feel like they were trying to say that. I'm not saying that.
Topic.
I'm not saying that. I think it's a great sport. I mean, I can't.
I agree.
Right? But I think... So he couldn't win. He was so happy when he saw this guy's built, and he's like, "Oh, I'm finally doing it."
Let's go to the fucking slums of Minnesota to find some guy who skates.
See, here's
hanging
the thing:
from
why this could
hanging
never,
like a moron from a 3x8.
Why this can never happen is because the judges have to watch. I believe that the judges watch the routines and they like figure out what's the possible score that they can get. There's no way to score that
Well,
move.
here's the thing.
They could do it like on the fly.
I think if he doesn't kill her and she doesn't die,
they win.
You win because we didn't finish what this move was. So he's spinning her and spinning her and spinning her, and he's like not just spinning her in a circle like a helicopter propeller. She's going up and down like right.
Maybe he's still spinning her.
So
it's
then
like this. It's like this.
Yeah. And the idea is that he's supposed to, as soon as she comes up on an upswing, he's supposed to throw her straight up almost into the air.
Yes.
Kind of moving forward.
Not away.
Not away. Which is where she would go. She would be thrown away.
Yeah, when you have like a circle and then you do it, as soon as you let go, it goes out like that. Like, that's just how it works.
Exactly.
Centripetal force.
There you go.
That's
this guy is a computer program.
Yeah, so then he throws her straight up in the air. She does, twists, a bunch of twists, right?
The Lux.
She's probably dizzy out of her mind.
And he's
dizzy,
tired.
and he's supposed to now catch her.
He has half of his vision gone.
Yeah, he's blind.
He only has like 18 degrees of his vision.
I'm telling you this, none of this happened.
No, they couldn't even film it.
Crashed into each other, and fell.
I don't think that was a dream sequence.
I think they're dead.
They're dead.
This is Jacob's Ladder.
We should actually.
Not Jacob's Ladder. There should
be a mini movie where like they don't land and like it's a terrible accident.
Yeah.
And like he falls into this crazy alcoholic depression. The Russian guy is like
that might be Cutting Edge too.
He's dead. She's dead.
She's dead.
Just like her mom.
Paralyzed.
Oh my god, this is a dark
film.
This is a dark sequel.
She's paralyzed.
Cutting Edge 2.
Dad runs away. He sells everything.
Yeah.
She's just in bed, like that.
Yeah.
And he is running the bar.
And then
The
what
dad?
happens?
No, the
other
Yeah.
guy? Oh,
And then
yeah.
are we in her head the entire time?
yeah, like she
No
won't.
way.
She's just trying to kill herself.
Way.
She's trying to kill
Oh
herself.
my god, like that movie, was it Johnny Got His Gun, where he's like only a box?
Yeah, bro.
What?
Doesn't get
That
dark?
sounds amazing.
Dude, there's a movie that this insane middle school teacher I had called Mr. Basselier who showed us this.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it about?
Oh yeah, that guy was the worst.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
in a
really
box?
remember him.
Oh, okay,
He's in a
so
box.
I just know his
basically,
name.
it was like a soldier from World War One or two.
Okay.
He had no
Oh
limbs.
yeah, he was trying to like.
and he
tell
had a
kill me.
box over his head,
Yeah.
and it's an internal dialogue that he's trying to like communicate with the doctors and stuff.
Yes.
And then Metallica used it in their video.
Yes,
for
I remember
one.
that video.
And then Brad Pitt comes in. What's in the box? What's in the
And
box?
then it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
It was. That's who it was, right?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
7? Yeah, spoilers.
Yes. Spoiler.
Topic.
Topic. All right,
3 topics.
we're here.
Dude, I think Moira Kelly is
Good
the
actress.
only reason that this movie is
Her
successful.
eyes, her reactions,
Amazing.
everything.
Everything.
Oh, yeah.
She was just surprised at everything. She's like, "What?" And then when she
Her
looked at
face
people,
just gives
she's
everything
like,
away.
"I'm going to murder you."
You know, yeah,
She hated his sweaty hand in the beginning.
dude. They
He
were
was like
both
holding her
really
hand and he was like
sweaty.
molesting her. I'm like, what the fuck
They were
is going
both
on?
really sweaty.
Yeah.
There was a lot of sweat in the '90s.
There.
Sweat.
Oh, yeah. A little sweat left over from the
She
80s.
had sweat
Yeah.
on her face after the
Yeah.
night out. I'm like, you didn't wipe that before you
Maybe
called
she's
action?
sweating. She's sweating
But
out
they,
like
but
all
they're
the
athletes.
alcohol.
They want that, to be like that.
Oh yeah, and what is that trough? Keep him from the
Trough.
What's a trough?
A trough.
pigs
It's
eat
like
out
where
of.
pigs eat out of. So that she was just calling him
to
an
know.
animal.
Good to know.
I like to learn what new words.
I just want to say this. I said it while we were
New words.
It's
when
good
we were
one.
watching this. I said lacrosse wishes that it was hockey because hockey's awesome to play, to watch.
It's a good time.
Lacrosse. I'm sorry for anyone out there who plays lacrosse, but like, what is your sport?
You know how long it took them to finally
It's from
say
the
I love
indigenous
you,
people.
Yeah,
say I love you
but we
in this
fucked it up.
movie?
No, it isn't.
I'm not gonna
yeah.
get into this lacrosse conversation. I like lacrosse. I thought it was good. The problem with lacrosse is I think it's too.
Nobody watches it.
It's no, it's not even that slow. People like you know like
The
there's
goalies are
checking and
useless.
stuff. It's great, but
Oh, yeah.
like I think like even though people like high scoring, it's almost as if like too much scoring happens.
The goalies are useless
You know
because you
Oh,
throw
yeah.
that ball.
they should just make it a smaller.
Oh, fuck
They should
that.
just make it.
That
a
ball
I'd never be a
small-
goalie.
They should make it a smaller goal, and then like get rid of the goalie.
And then what they should do
They
is
put it in the air.
they
Yeah,
should put,
like, just
they
have
should
it,
put
like,
skates
That
on.
little square right there, dude. That little square right there, and just that would be.
That'd be
the goal.
perfect.
There it is.
And then put skates on.
Listen,
And there's an
hockey is
explosion
good.
every
I
time you
like
score.
it. I mean, I've never played ice hockey. I played roller
No.
hockey, and I do.
I'd rather watch soccer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've
So,
watched lacrosse.
Here it is.
I played lacrosse. It was
At a minute
Yeah,
and
from 1 hour,
33
of course
seconds,
it is.
Nightmare.
at a minute, 1 hour and 33 minutes
Mhm.
is when "I love you" is finally stated.
Oh, that's right at the end.
Took
He
it
says
that
ends in "I love you" and flags.
Flags.
There's a lot of flags.
I
There's
saw
Oh,
backwards
did she
flags.
say I
See-
love you?
She said it at the end
Okay.
because he goes,
Just remember
"Why
who
did
said
you
it
do that?" And she's like, "Cause I love you."
Right.
And
right.
he's like, "Well, just remember who said it first."
Yeah.
Wait, is she engaged still at this point?
No.
No,
She got rid
that
of the
was
Brit?
already
No.
gone.
That
Okay,
guy
another time
went
you
and
were-
found the
you're
cornfield.
somewhere
in-
else.
I don't know. I had a text going on. You know,
That's
I
He
think
went to a cornfield in Iowa where a guy.
That guy
played
got
the baseball
fired
field.
by the father.
That guy. I'm sorry. That guy. It was the worst actor in this whole movie. He was great in Field of Dreams,
He was great.
but he only had a small
He
like
played
part
catch.
in that movie too.
He played catch with Kevin Costner,
Oh man, that scene.
and we went to the field together. Us three.
Yes, we did.
went to
Us
that,
three went.
Yeah.
Wow, Field of Dreams, that passes the test. That movie
Yeah.
definitely fucking passes the
Oh
test.
my god.
Now let's talk about this movie because if you're
Baseball,
still
right.
hanging on here, God bless you. I don't
I'll
say-
be right
I don't-
back.
I don't say God bless you.
And God bless
I'll
America.
leave that to other podcasts.
I'll leave that to
I'll
other
say
podcasts. God bless, yeah.
Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg.
Topic.
Rest in peace.
Where'd you get that camera?
Okay, so here we go.
The cameras of you in the past.
Oh,
In the future, I mean.
All right. Oh yeah.
every
Get that
picture
camera
is you.
Yeah.
Every picture of you is a picture of you when you were younger.
It's a picture of me in the future.
Here's a
Where'd you
picture
get
of
the
me when I'm older. Where'd you get that camera?
Great.
All right, guys. You guys looking at your notes, or can we wrap this up? Did we hit the 45-minute mark?
And what was he doing holding his letter from him? Like, dude, that's like a federal crime. Like, stop. Like, give me my fucking mail. I don't like it when people touch my mail.
Oh, and the brother?
Yeah, like, don't touch my mail.
He just wanted him out of his yard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he
just
just
don't touch
wanted
my
him.
mail.
He
It
wanted
looked like
him
he was
helping.
living in a bus, right?
He was living in like a Winnebago.
I mean, look, I understand that he was on the Olympic hockey team and stuff, right? But I feel like DB Sweeney's character fell so hard that it was unbelievable of how far down he fell after that.
I actually think it would have been a lot harder.
Because he was in his like mid-20s then.
Yeah, I think it would have been a lot harder for him to say yes to this figure skating thing. I think it went a little too easy.
Well, I think because he had no way of getting home.
Wonder if he pursued his career.
I want to know how much they offered.
That's what I want to know.
It's impossible.
What was that check for?
Dave. I swear, I have a picture of it.
Okay. It said Dave?
No way. Oh, you drew a picture. I think you said
Yeah,
you had a picture.
No, I made it up.
I could draw a
I made
picture
it up.
too.
It says Dave.
Oh,
Trust me, right here.
Dave.
See?
Oh
For
my
reference.
God.
That's what it said.
All right, so does this pass the test?
Yes.
Yep.
100%. I 100% enjoyed the cutting edge. I think the cutting edge passes the nostalgia test. I'll watch it again.
Yeah, from what I saw of it, it was great.
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was funny.
No, yeah.
I thought I had a good story.
We
Was
had
it
things to
ridiculous?
talk about
Of course it
during-
was. But like, I mean,
I think
Every movie's ridiculous.
I would have
except
to.
for
I would have
Six.
to agree that if you're saying it like that, like if I say cocktail passes the test because of what it does for, it goes past just nostalgic. Like it was ridiculous to watch, and it's such a that one to me. It's like it's the cusp of the '80s movies meets the '90s movies, and then like you get the sports movies. Like I love a good sports movie. Like
yeah.
I can watch all the Kevin Costner baseball movies, even the one where he's like an agent,
like 1,000.
agent, and he's like,
Oh yeah.
Um,
So
I think it's called Game Day.
Hmm.
That I mean, they're all good.
Debatable.
This one was hilarious. So bad it's good, culty wise. Yeah, like
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
back, you see this movie, you're like, oh,
well, like
shit.
like Topic
You know what I mean?
is like still
Sure.
something that anyone that I know that's ever seen this movie, or like when you go past a skating rink, you're like Topic, like it's said,
Yeah.
like all the time.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
I don't drive past a lot of skating
Topic,
rinks, to be honest.
but like if I've ever walked by one or been. Or I've actually gone skating, like when Kristen and I go to like Rockefeller Center,
It's
like
so
we're like
bad.
Topic, like we're putting on this ice skates, Topic, like
Do
it's
they have
just,
Topics on them?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, I hate them. I hate Topics. They should only
So does he.
Topics should only be for people who know how to like actually figure skate. All new, and I think the new rental places finally figured this out. They made everything more like a fucking ice hockey skate, which is an awesome skate.
Well, that's why it's hard to roller skate because you have that thing on the front, like that brake, the toe brake.
The brakes on
Oh,
the back.
the
That's
four-wheel,
roller
you're talking
skating.
about
yeah.
rollerblading
Yeah,
is
roller
in the
skate.
back.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
on a roller skate, it's in the front.
Yes.
That makes it really difficult. To
I've
actually
never
skate.
tried a quad.
Oh, it's really.
I haven't tried quad since I was little.
What?
It's fun though.
I haven't been on since I was.
There's a place in Brooklyn, I think.
Yeah.
Tangent.
So I guess we should. I guess it does pass.
I enjoyed it.
It was
though.
a good time.
I think it's a
It,
great
it
movie.
was ridiculous, but it was like, look, there are other movies
There's
that we
nothing
made that
good
I
about
said passed the
There's
test.
nothing good about the acting.
Well, Moira Kelly.
Sure.
She to me like she's so good that she makes everyone else better.
Yes.
And so, like, every time she's in a scene, which is, like, almost every single scene.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's, like, what?
She was the movie.
2% of the movie where she's not in it.
Yes.
I mean, the coach is great. I loved him.
Yes.
The father, whatever. You could have been anyone, you know. D.B. Sweeney was fine. He did a great job of what he was doing. I mean, who else are you going to cast in that part, right?
You would have to...
Estevez?
If it would...
He was too... What? She's already short. You're going to put Emilio Estevez in it? He's going to be on the Apple skates the entire time.
Why was he picked, though? Was he going to be, like, the next thing? Was
D.B.
this...
Sweeney?
Was this an independent rollout? Like, was she... She wasn't that... She didn't go that far after this.
Moira Kelly?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, she has a huge...
She's been in man shit. I even wrote it here. Been in man shit.
That's what you wrote?
That was my notes. Yeah, that's how I describe it.
Again, D.B. Sweeney was in Fire in the Sky. That was a huge film.
Yes,
and that film terrified me for a
we
very long
watch
time.
Fire in the Sky.
Oh my God. That movie is crazy.
That's when he got abducted by aliens.
It's like based on a true story, or based on
It's based on a
somebody's
true
true
story.
story.
Based on a story, yeah.
I mean...
It's based on someone's tale.
Here you go. Moira Kelly. Like, let's just look up her IMDb.
Loosely based on a lie.
She's now in 5 episodes right now of, she did 5 episodes of Citadel. That was this year. Okay?
Oh, she's still going?
Yeah.
She's still going.
Wow, she has a lot.
She just reminded me of like a couple other actresses.
After The Cutting Edge, she was in Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. She was in that film. I remember where she was in that. She was in Chaplin. She was in Daybreak. She was with...
She was in Daybreak?
She was in With Honors.
Oh, The Lion King even? Whoa.
Yeah, she was Nala in The Lion King. She was in this movie Little Odessa. That was a really interesting movie. She's been in a movie every single year.
Lion King 2.
Yeah,
Lion
every
King
year.
2 again.
She's been in several movies or several things every single year.
Yeah.
Wow, she's really...
Yeah. She was in 22 episodes of The West Wing.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
She's in The Lion King 1 again.
I apologize.
Oh, Numbers.
Yeah, she works a lot.
Okay,
Girl
she
on
works,
the bunker.
but like, so you're talking like an Ed Harris type of guy, person.
I
You
see.
know, like, not like superstar, like...
No, she's not
Nicole
like...
Kidman.
She would not...
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not going to be... Yeah, but...
But like, where did he go? Other than that.
Well, let's look up D.B. Sweeney now.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the almost the name of the dude that jumped out of the plane and like he hijacked the plane. He had all the money on him, and he like, DB something, and like they don't know if he landed or not. He was at like 30,000 feet and he jumped out.
This is a true story.
True story. Yeah, they never found him.
D.B. Sweeney jumped out of a plane.
It sounds something. It's DB something. They made a movie about it.
Okay, look. D.B. Sweeney has like 104 credits, okay?
Okay.
Whoa.
After this, what did he do?
We'll see. He had a bunch of stuff before this. After this, Miss Rose White, Fire in the Sky, Hear No Evil, Tales from the Crypt, Roommates, 3 Wishes, Strange Luck, Spawn,
C-16 FBI.
NYPD Blue. He did 1 episode of that.
All right.
Goosed.
All right, so he has a good career.
I mean, I'm sure he's got money.
He
What's
didn't
his
blow
name?
up
He was in
after this.
Hardball.
He didn't blow up after this.
What's his name?
Well, I mean, like, he didn't blow up to what we believe, like, as,
So
like,
did they
superstar.
consider this a comedy, rom-com?
TV
This is a
Cooper.
romantic comedy. I
Romantic-
would say it's a romantic
He's
comedy.
not looking so great
I
right
would
now.
say
Sorry.
it's a romantic comedy sports movie.
Yeah.
A sports com.
Like, what other sports has been out there?
Oh, there was the tennis one
Oh, I'm not watching
with
that shit.
what's her name?
Kirsten Dunst,
Yes, and the British guy.
Jude Law. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking
It was,
about.
it was an okay
Is
movie.
it Top
2.6 million.
Top Spin or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of rom-coms that are based around sports.
I'll say this.
Oh yeah. What about the pitching one?
Perfect
where, like,
Pitch?
The
No,
First
that's, like,
Kiss or
singing.
something like that.
Oh, but that's
Oh,
with Jimmy
yeah,
Fallon,
yeah.
right?
No,
No,
but it is with Drew Barrymore.
and Adam Sandler. I don't know,
No.
but
No,
she gets
it-
kissed on like the field.
Yeah, but like baseball wasn't. That was like more of a rom-com, not.
With baseball. In the
I'm
background.
talking like a sports like centric.
I would say Bull Durham is probably like a romantic sort of comedy about baseball that Kevin Costner was in that.
Basketball?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the one with what about the one when he's like he's pitching a perfect game.
I think that.
And as he's pitching the perfect game, he like is remembering when he was first a pitcher in a Yankees pitcher, and he meets this woman, and he starts sleeping with her. This is a good one. For the love of the game. Good rom-com. Perfect rom-com with a great sports story that's going on.
See, there aren't a lot of like non-baseball ones, though. I feel like. Oh, do you know what's a good movie? Like this, like kind of a rom-com, sort of. Has a romantic element to it that's actually pretty funny.
Pitch Perfect 2.
Goon. With Shawn Michaels Scott.
I remember Goon.
That movie is actually very underrated.
Really? Goon?
Yeah.
Gotta look that up.
I think I watched the parts of it. I didn't get into it.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking what about Goal? Remember Goal? That was good. That was some rom-com going on in there.
Oh.
Goal.
The something of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants too. That was about soccer. What? It was. I think like Beckham was in it or some shit.
No, Bended Like Beckham was about soccer.
Yeah, no, but it was it's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I think they started at like soccer camp.
I gotta
But if
check
it started at soccer camp, doesn't mean it's about soccer.
Pants.
They had to do
about
soccer.
Traveling Pants. No, they did play soccer in it. You're right.
Yeah,
there was
at least the first one.
Ladybugs.
Oh,
I never saw that, but it sounds creepy.
Oh, what was the one with Roseanne Barr? Like, even my hair hurts. She said like at one point. No, I fucking hate her, but she was in a movie like Little Giants.
Little Giants, but that wasn't a rom-com. That was just kind of like a comedy.
Yeah, there's
sports
no
comedy. I'm
I'm
talking about. Anyways, we're going on. Sorry, guys.
Toe pick.
All right, so this is it. Wow.
I'm saying it passes the nostalgia test. I think I'll watch this again. I'll buy this movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home, tell my wife about it tomorrow, and she's probably fucking sleeping already, and then maybe watch it this week. Who knows? Yeah. I don't know.
All right, so guys, we passed.
It's not that long.
It isn't.
No,
he has regret watching this over Back to the Future 2?
No, because I think Back to the Future 2, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember it being very confusing.
Okay. Is that when they were on the train? That one?
No, that's the third.
That's the third.
Yeah,
one.
I'm not a big fan of those movies. Like the first one, okay, but if it's on, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch something else. See,
I like the second one.
I hope so.
It's
you named
fun.
your dog after one of the characters.
I love the first one.
Okay.
He loves the first one, Dave.
The second one is, you want it to be better. Like, I watched it and I'm just like, I wanted it to be better than it was, and it's so confusing. I'm like, if you try to make sense of it, you're like, this actually sucked. And then like, there's just so much that was going on. It was basically a filler because I don't know if you remember, they shot all 3 movies. So the second and third were shot together. So no matter what, the third one was going to be made. So the second one was like, oh, you're forcing the third one.
Well, why do they always in third movies a lot of times go somewhere so stupid?
Because they needed to make all the different genres. That's all that was.
Like Ninja Turtles 3.
Let's make a future one. We made it past one. Let's make a future one. Now let's go to Wild Wild West.
That's just crazy. I'm not a big Wild West guy.
You're not a Western?
No.
What about American Tail?
Well, that movie.
The Feifel?
Yes.
Feifel Goes West?
No, that's a cartoon.
I never saw Feifel Goes West.
It's a good movie.
After the first one, I was like, I'm good.
First one's great.
The first one is an amazing film.
Yeah.
What about that one with the dinosaurs? That was good too.
The
Land Before Time.
Yo, son.
Dude, all those movies, Land Before Time, The Brave Little Toaster, all those things were like terrifying.
During the animation era, like where it was like 2D, not before Pixar.
DreamWorks.
There was some really good, like, really deep cartoons that came out.
I remember.
Like
Beavis and Butthead.
There's death in freaking Land Before Time. Death.
Just like Up.
This death in the final episode of the show, The Dinosaurs.
Oh my god!
Is the most depressing thing on Earth.
Is it a meteor?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No. They basically say that they caused the
dad causes the extinction. He's like the Homer Simpson of it all, and he fucking destroys.
Not like the asteroid in like the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, no, they say that almost is gonna happen, but something else happens that it like
he like creates a nuclear winter of some sort.
Yeah, they go into like freeze. They just
and then the final scene where the baby's like, "Are we gonna be okay?" or some shit like that, and they're all looking at each other, being like, "Yeah." It's like no.
He's like, no, we're not. Like we abused our power. We thought we were doing good, but we're doing bad. And that's a message. They bring that up in
that's a sick show.
On you could see that on TikTok and Instagram. Like people post that scene all the time. They're like one of the saddest endings of any sitcom ever.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
But I love those older the lesser Disney movies like Sword in the Stone, Robin Hood. Like I love those.
Yeah, good times. All right. Well, that was our.
This passes.
I like Airplane. We should watch that as a nostalgia thing because I love all the airplanes.
Oh, Airplane 1 is gonna pass the test no matter what.
Yeah, I mean,
lately, you can go even further.
Lately, what I've been trying to do is like come up with movies that we're not sure because like when it's like too sure, like because we could do Back to the Future, but I'm gonna tell you that's
like Major League 2.
Oh, I watched Major League the other day.
How many movies do you watch,
bro? I don't go to sleep. Yo,
Me
Major
either.
League is
Major League
crazy.
1 is great.
It's great.
Major League 2 is like this weird, because like the Eddie Murphy part is now like Omar Epps, right?
Yeah, it wasn't Eddie Murphy either. It was
Oh no, it wasn't Eddie. It was
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, dude,
Blade.
that movie,
yeah.
that movie is tough. The second one.
Yeah.
First one was great.
I remember seeing the second one, like, you know.
I watched it again and I was like, at one point when we moved into the Latham apartment, I didn't have a TV in my room, and I only had a computer that could play CD-ROM, and I only had one DVD, and it was Major League. So I would go to sleep watching Major League every night until I got a TV put in my room.
Wow.
You're talking about like 3 months straight of me just watching Major League.
Dude, I
didn't have a TV in my room either, but I had TV on my computer at the time.
I don't know why I did this, but there was a span of time once where I was watching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas every single day.
It's great.
I remember you doing that.
It's great.
And
I remember you did that.
I never want to watch it again, I think.
Really? Yeah. I want to watch it soon again. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie, but I watched it recently, and I was just like, wow, this gets really dark.
Yeah.
It does. All right, guys. Well, thank you for sticking around. Don't forget to follow Nostalgia Test, subscribe, comment, review, so other people get to see this podcast that goes on random tangents and puts some random things to the test and comes up and brings up random questions and thoughts. Whatever.
Really?
Guys, we're so tired.
Dude, cutting edge.
Cutting edge.
Dude, I've never been this excited when I watched it. I was really excited about that.
Oh, yeah, this is a personal episode. We don't get to hang out all the time, so this is great. It did take us a long time. We had some technical difficulties. I think my speaker's broken. I mean, my mic is broken, so...
I'll take it.
Yeah.
You're not taking it. I need to try to see if I can fix it for the next podcast.
If you can't, then I'll take it.
Yes.
Oh, check out all the past episodes.
Yes.
Last month was like...
you released like 1,000 of them.
Yeah, we got crazy. And we are going to be throwing out our Venmo to get hats and merch.
Yeah, I need that merch, son.
Yeah, we're going to start creating some stuff. Like
we need to raise some money or else this podcast can't last.
Yeah, book us for your holiday party.
We need to buy... more mics.
Nostalgia Test Podcast Holiday Party.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, 1.